Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm so sorry about my voice. For some reason it feels a bit weird today. I think it's the allergies, but anyways, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I wanted to do a video all about how to take care of your mental health in 2022. A few things that have changed ever since I've been working a 9 to 5. I've really been trying to make sure to have a balance, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not always easy, and it was really something that was very important for me. Starting a new job, I was working for myself before, and I really wanted to make sure that everything that I had learned before when I was working for myself, I was making sure to adapt to this new kind of routine. And I just thought I would share with you a few things that I am doing to take care of my mental health. So the first thing is super easy. I wake up in the morning, I go and wash my face with very cold water to help me wake up. I do all of my skincare, and then I head on to my mat and I stretch. And I've been doing this for probably 3 years, and it's been working really well for me. It's very important to wake up your body, and I've really noticed that whenever I don't do that, I kind of struggle a bit more to wake up. And I do a lot of breathing exercises as well, because when you're sleeping, your heart rate is pretty low, and then once you stand, it starts to kind of fasten. And so I've noticed that going from one to the other, it would kind of trigger my anxiety some days if I'm already feeling a bit stressed, but also it doesn't help my body to adapt to me being asleep, to me being awake. I've been doing something that may seem a bit weird, but I've been listening to a lot of ASMR videos in the morning while I stretch. I used to watch YouTube videos, but it would feel a bit weird for me to stretch and not be able to watch anything on the screen. And so now I do ASMRs, and it's very calming, it's very slow, and the point of it is for you to relax. So in the morning, it really helps me to wake up, but slowly and gently, and breathe better. And it really helps me to start my day, but very calmly, and not be anything too abrupt for me, because I know it doesn't help me. I am not a morning person. I've really found that it's been really helpful. The second thing, you need to move your body. I know that for me, if I don't move my body for a long period of time especially, or a couple of days or anything, I kind of start to feel a bit mentally stuck. I don't really know how to explain it, but really working out helps you to get those endorphins, but also mentally to kind of unblock anything that's going on. Once you are in a class or you're working out with machines or anything, you're focusing on your body, your movements, and yourself, and it kind of helps to center you in the moment and to stop anything that's going on. But also, it's so good for your body to move. Like, your body is not meant to be just sitting for hours on end and not move. So mentally, it always helps to move your body. And I'm not even talking about going to the gym. Something that my colleague and I have been doing for a few weeks now is that we go for walks at lunchtime, and it's been so helpful. Either we kind of eat our lunch and then we go for quite a long walk actually, or we take our lunch and we eat outside and then we go for a walk. And it's been so helpful to see something else, to kind of move from your workplace and take some time for you and breathe and be in nature. And if you can go somewhere calm, do that. And we both found that it's been helpful for us to help us focus our time, because we've seen something else and we don't feel like we've been stuck somewhere for a long period of time. The next thing I will talk about is something I've mentioned quite a few times, which is journaling. I'm that type of person that once I have something stuck in my head, I have a really hard time focusing on anything else, especially that thing is triggering my anxiety. And the only way I can find some peace sometimes it's journaling. Just letting anything flow out of your brain helps to focus on your thoughts. For me, my brain goes 100 miles an hour, especially when I'm anxious. And when I go to my journal and I start just writing down everything I'm thinking about, I don't really focus on structure or anything like that. Anything that comes to my mind, any wording, anything, I just write it down. It's really helpful for your state of mind if you're feeling stuck in a negative headspace or an anxious one. Just let it out. Write it down, let it go. And sometimes it doesn't work. And when I know that it's not working, it's a red flag for me. If this is not working, I need to go one step above, which is therapy. or at least talking to a friend or someone who will help think about what you're doing, what to do, and go one step forward. Therapy for me is the best option, but I know that it's not affordable, so I would say at least talk to someone, let it out, because sometimes journaling is not enough because it's just you talking. It's a monologue in a way, and sometimes you kind of need someone else's point of view for you to move on from it, or to know what to do, or to get somebody else's opinion. And I know that I'll always talk with friends, and I also talk to my therapist, and we kind of work together on what's going on, what I can do, kind of making a plan in your head if something is going on in your life, but also talking about the positive and just kind of expressing yourself. I think that for your mental health, it's very important to have support and to feel like you can get some help if you need to, but you can also have people in your life who are there to see how much you've done and achieved and everything. It's so important to talk, just to talk. Another point that I kind of struggle with a bit too much for my liking is boundaries. I think that for your mental health to be managed well, you have to know those boundaries that you cannot cross for you to be okay. And it's so important to implement them, but also to make sure that other people are respecting them. And I know it's very difficult, and I'm personally struggling with it right now, but I've really realized through therapy that it's very important for me to have those limits and to have people respect them. And whenever someone is crossing my boundaries, that's when my mental health is struggling, because I know what's good for me, and if you cross that, it means that I won't be okay. So you need to respect that. And when people are crossing over, it's just that moment of like, I'm losing control. I know that I'm not going to be okay, so I need to work on that. It's a challenge for me. It's really a challenge, and I'm working on it, but I realize how important it is for you to be okay in your head. So there you go, boundaries. The last point I think is self-talk. I've mentioned that a few times because that's something that I kind of struggle with as well. Making sure that you are talking to yourself inside your head, because we all kind of talk to ourselves. Actually, maybe not everyone. I've heard that, and I'm very shocked. Didn't know that. I'm a bit jealous as well. Yes, self-talk. You talk to yourself all day long. And I noticed that when I'm starting to be talking to myself in a negative way, or not really being nice to myself, that's when my mental health struggles a lot. So I've been really working on that, on being my best supporter, but also kind of my best friend, because sometimes I would never talk to my best friend or to any friend the way I talk to myself. And so when I start kind of spiraling into negative thinking or self-doubt or anything like that, I kind of start to talk to myself in a way that's nicer and more respectful as well. For example, if you're starting to think like, I can do that, like maybe they don't trust me with that because they don't think I'm capable of it. Maybe I'm not. I mean, I haven't proven to anyone that I can do it. Start thinking, of course you can. You haven't proven it because you haven't been in a situation where you were able to, but you are capable of it. Other people's opinion of myself can't affect me if I don't let it. And so it's not important what they think of me. The only thing that's important is what I think of myself. People who truly love me and know me know what I'm capable of and not, but would never doubt. So I'm not going to do that to myself. And you feel so much better after that, I promise. So I really hope those were helpful for you. I probably will do a part 2 at some point if I find other ways to take care of it. I don't know how to word it, but if your mental health is struggling and you feel like you're doing everything right, you're really trying to make sure to take care of you and take care of your mental health, there's something wrong. Either you are in a situation that is making you feel bad, or someone is making you feel bad, or both. You have to find a way to get out of the situation or to cut ties with that person. Sometimes it's not you, it's the situation you are in, or it's a person in your life that is causing you to feel that way. So if you want me to kind of do a video all about kind of how to notice those red flags and what to do when that happens, I could do a video. I'm still learning. I'm not a professional in any way. I haven't seen all types of situations, but I could try my best to answer them and kind of talk with a lot of people and kind of gather a few examples of what to do. So do let me know. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.